did Diddy do it?
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs accused of trafficking and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed in federal court here in New York.
Ventura alleges that Combs not only raped her, but over the course of a decade, physically abused her, as well as, quote, lured her into a drug-fueled lifestyle. Ventura says that after years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story. Now, Combs' lawyer said in a statement in part that his client vehemently denies the allegations, calling them baseless and outrageous, and that Ventura has been demanding $30 million, threatening to write a book about their relationship.
What's up, guys? It's Bad Decisions, where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sherm.
It's your man Jay. All right, so let me be honest, okay? And then if you're watching, I apologize in advance because I'm still a fan. All right, I'm not the type of person to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
To the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. I think that's Diddy.
That's Diddy. Hold up. If I'm honest, I think that 80% of what Cassie's saying is true, probably true, and 20% is probably false. All right, I think some things she's saying are obviously going to be embellished and exaggerated, as with any story. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess that most of what she's saying probably has some basis in the truth. Now, there's always shades of gray with these things, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he forced me to do X, Y, Z. Do I think there was some power dynamic there? Yeah, probably. Especially when I heard the story by
Young Jock.
Young Jock.
Are you talking about the one where he was like, shave your head, and then she shaved her head?
He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around her. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. Then jumped off the bar, came over and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. I'm like, what the kind of request is that? So when I look up there, this white woman's side of her head was shaved, man. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cassie. I was like, well, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Sean wants, I'm going to do.
I can see that being a dynamic. I really can. I mean, especially with Diddy. See how he comes across? He's very dominant.
Yeah, you ever seen Making the Band?
Yeah. I mean, he made Cassie get cheesecake a few times in different ways. And some of those times included males delivering that cheesecake, probably.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now, do I think she was forced to do that against her will? Yes. I think that the way in some people's minds, they might think it was like, oh, he's strong on her and threw her. And no, he probably manipulated her based upon his stature in relation to her. And so she started doing things she didn't want to do. You know what I mean?
If this did happen.
It's all allegedly, of course. All allegedly.
I mean, listen, I could see why you would think that he might do this. Mm-hmm. Because if you think about the lawsuit was announced on the 16th and it was settled on the 18th. Mm-hmm. Quick. Like, no, look at all these other celebrities, like Tyrese and all these other celebrities. They're like fighting these wars and these conflicts for like months, sometimes years. Diddy was just like, no. But the way that I see it is that like Cassie was with Diddy for like a long time, for like 10 plus years, right? So even if he didn't end up doing some of the stuff that she's talking about, she has 10 years worth of dirt.
Right.
So listen, she might lose on a couple of accounts on the settlement for like some of the stuff she mentioned, but she could just bring up another lawsuit with actual dirt that he actually did because she was with him for 10 plus years.
Within all the stuff she's saying, there are going to be things that are false or baseless, but there's going to be some stuff that Diddy don't want to get out.
Yeah.
Whether that's against her or just some stuff he's done that. So he's like, you know what?
That's what I think it is more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's just that he just wants to, you want money? I got money. Here you go.
Pretty much.
No problems.
Yeah.
But you know what comes to that? It's probably like NDAs and all the other extra stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And some people say that like they had an NDA that expired or something. I don't know. You know, there's a new law that was put in place in New York City, maybe it was, to where I forget the name of the law. And the deadline to take advantage of that law was running out, so she went out and took advantage of it. And apparently, behind closed doors, she was already writing a book about her time with Diddy. And from the other stuff I've seen about Diddy, if you start to write a book about anything that involves him,
things could happen.
Things might happen.
Or things could get sinister.
Allegedly.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You want to know what they all had in common, though? They were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone.
Allegedly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, Diddy's a powerful he's a powerful dude.
Yeah, man.
Because I remember earlier on the Breakfast Club, like Charlemagne had clowned Cassie, and then he ended up owning the network that the Breakfast Club is broadcasted on.
Yeah, Revolt.
No, Revolt. That he owns
Revolt.
Revolt. And what's Breakfast Club on? Revolt.
Yeah, wow.
So I mean, listen, that's why I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
man.
that's a say what you want, but that's ill.
It is ill. No, that's dope.
That's ill.
Diddy is a power player for sure. There's no question about that.
Could you imagine it? You talking ish, and then you get a phone call. I'm your new boss.
Bro, that's a power move, man. I love it. I mean, I do think that to be successful as Diddy is, you have to walk that line between.
You gotta be a little savage.
You gotta be a little savage. You gotta step on some toes. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that we see with these celebrities, we see it because they're public figures. But all these companies you go and buy clothes from and buy food from and buy things from, whoever owns those, well, now they're conglomerates.
Yeah, they're huge.
So they're owned by, you get it. But when they were first founded, whoever founded those companies were cutthroat, ruthless.
Yeah.
Even back in the day with the robber barons. Rockefellers, the J.P. Morgans, who wasn't really a robber baron.
Isn't there a movie on it now? Like, what's it called? The Gucci's or something like that? How they built their
all the different fashion houses.
Yeah.
All these like very successful entrepreneurs had a little bit of, they were grimy. They were not grimy, but they had to be willing to do what they had to do.
Yeah. All right. So, did I think Cassie made a good decision with the lawsuit? Apparently, because she won. She made a settlement. So, I mean, she got what she wanted.
True.
So, technically, that's a good decision.
Fair enough.
I think it's a bad decision to do anything against Diddy because Diddy is crazy as hell. And I don't want no problems with Diddy.
Absolutely.
Yep. And I don't want him to end up owning this channel randomly. I don't know how that would happen, but Diddy's Diddy.
I don't know how. I might not mind it. Nah, based upon the previous contracts he's had with his people, I don't think I'm
No, he's giving those Birdman contracts. Absolutely not. All right, guys. So this has been Bad Decisions. If you think Cassie and Diddy made a good decision, leave a like and leave a comment. If you think Diddy or Cassie is absolutely, leave a like and leave a comment, guys. This is Bad Decisions. We're out.